again. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my stream of ConCHOICEness. It is my choice today to break up my crazy stream that I had this morning. I'm coming to you live from Canada, I believe. It's not really live. By the time you see this, I will already have been home. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you today was a little bit of waking up in the middle of the night. Who's ever woken up with like a start in the morning? Like, at 4 o'clock this morning, I woke up with a thought and a song in my mind. It was kind of a crazy moment, but the song was by the Beatles, and I'll sing it for you, and you can sing along. Help, I need somebody, help, not just anybody, help, you know I need someone, help. Anyway, bad, out of tune, I was never in chorus. Maybe I was, but I didn't pass, because I didn't go on. Anyway, that song is so great, and Beatles have so many songs that are so inspirational and have so many meanings behind them, even though they seem so simple on the outside. Anyway, help. That's what the name of this one today is called. Help. You need somebody, right? And that's my job in doing this, I feel like, for myself, is to help at least one person. Now, I don't know if anyone's even watching this. One person, 5, 20, 1,000 eventually. I don't know. But if I've helped one person in some small way, then it's more than I could have ever hoped. So what's the help today? Here's my question for all of you out there, especially the moms. Have you ever had the craziest day ever? You woke up and you're like, oh, okay, this day's going to be great. I can do this day. Everything's going to be fine. You're on your boat, paddling your canoe with your kids in it. Or, you know, that's just a metaphor for just floating along in life. Then all of a sudden, wham! Something stops that nice stream. Something happens. You get some information. And then you just get thrown in a complete tailspin. And you don't even know how to react. Fear, panic, anxiety, worry, all of those things infiltrate you. And then you react. You react impulsively. You react out of anxiety and fear. I need to fix this problem right now. What do? I have to call everybody. I have to research. I have to do. And that becomes this mindless interaction with the environment and with what's going on, and you really can't even think straight. The problem is, when we act like that on a regular basis, that just becomes our life. We're mindlessly going through our lives with this unbalanced approach to everything. We wake up and we're in that fear, anxiety, and panic. And we don't take the time to center ourselves in the morning because maybe we don't have time, or we really haven't thought about it before. We get up out of bed and we start instantly hitting that treadmill, that rat wheel. And then things happen to us throughout our day, and we can't react in the best possible way, but we react out of fear and anxiety and panic and worry, all of those things. And sometimes you just need somebody to say, stop that right now. So, what you could do is something that I like to do every morning to help me start my day in a much better way. And I talked about it last time. To get yourself some inner peace, the first thing I like to do in the morning is to take that 5 or 10 minutes before I get out of bed, get my coffee, because sometimes if I close my eyes again to try to meditate, I'm going to fall right back to sleep. So I pick something to read, 10 minutes of reading with my coffee, and then I like to go into my meditation chamber. I call it my sensory deprivation mode with the earplugs, the eye patch. I know no one's up, no one's going to bother me yet, but that's how I can start my day in the best possible way. And the thing I've been reading lately, going back to some old books, and another one today that I would like to recommend to you, it's a short, easy read. It's by Deepak Chopra, and it's called The Happiness Prescription. I didn't bring that down to the lake with me because I didn't know I was going to be doing this right now, but I decided, what the heck, it's a beautiful day, there's the water, it's 95 degrees, why not? So The Happiness Prescription by Deepak Chopra, and he's got some wonderful lessons in there. It's short, 8 steps. He just talks about your life and some inner peace, gaining happiness and joy, because isn't that what it's all about? When you're joyful and you're happy and you're centered and grounded and you have that inner peace, you can be the best version of yourself. So check out that book. You can get it on Amazon used. That's one of the ones I like to refer back to. And in using his book, I did a presentation a couple years ago at school called Steps for Inner Peace, and I can link that to this too. It's just information that's been out there from so many different spiritual leaders. It's pretty no-nonsensical, and no, that's not the word I mean. It's not nonsense. It's easy sense to make. I didn't make it up, and nobody coins these terms, and it's out there for everybody to see and to write and to read about. And the one thing, the number one step was tune out. Stop yourself. And that's one of the basic messages for having that inner peace in your life. The first step is to regulate yourself. Take the time. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And the best way to do that is to wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to start my day in the best possible way ever. I mean, those of you who are addicted to coffee, raise your hand. I hear you. You're not going to start your day without coffee because you know it's just going to go in a handbasket, right? So get yourself some good nitro Starbucks. That's one of my favorites because that really packs a punch. Or espresso or whatever. Read your book, read a couple steps of what to do, and then close your eyes. Do 10 deep breaths. Now, when you do a deep breath, I want you to think about that breath like this water, a wave coming up from your toes. Inhale, hold, and exhale, like the wave going back out. You can even picture yourself laying in the water rushing up as you inhale. Pause to the top of your head, then exhale. And make sure you do that deep belly breathing. You can even put your hands on your stomach. It's called pranayamic breathing. That's a yoga term. I don't know hardly any of them other than that. And downward dog, child's pose, bear walk. That's what I use with kids. Anyway, so take the time in the morning, do 10 deep breaths, and then sit there for 5 minutes. Your mind's going to want to make you get up. Your body's going to want to get up because it's a whole new thing for you. So, after your breaths, set your timer. Start with 5 minutes if you can. And then say, help, I need somebody. And that somebody's going to come to you. And that somebody's going to be your highest self, your intuition, your wisdom, God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, Buddha, Jesus, Mary, St. Francis. They're all there. When you're quiet long enough, those messages come to you. They ground you. They make you feel more peaceful. And then, after your 5 or 10 minutes, and you've done your breathing, and you know what? A thought's going to come to you. Probably 20 thoughts are going to come to you. Watch those thoughts and put them in that box with that monkey with the clanging cymbals and say, I know you'll be there when I'm done. And then just keep returning to feeling your heart beating, or your breathing. And then see what happens for the rest of your day after you've done your breathing, you've done your 5 or 10 minutes, thinking about nothing is possible, and just set an intention for yourself. Try this one. I want to stay grounded and peaceful throughout my day. Whatever comes my way, please, God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, give me the right answers, the right intuition to do what I need to do to solve any problem that comes to me. And you can do this throughout your day. You can do this when you're driving, when you're walking, when you're working. A minute, when you ran off to the bathroom at work, at school, and said, I just need a break, right? We all need a break. And this is a great way to take a break. Remember to breathe. Because when you don't breathe, you're like this. And then it cortisol, that stress hormone, just inundates you. And then you're in fight or flight all day. But guess what? We're not running from any tigers in the jungle. It's just our own thoughts making us nuts. So help. And help is here. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And check back again tomorrow or the next day or later. I don't know, the next time I post. But I'm glad I did it outside because this water here is making me feel very peaceful. All right, check out that book, Deepak Chopra, Happiness Prescription. Close talking. I'll see you later.